Hi guys, this is Tyler with the Readyman Group. Today what we're going to talk about is how to create a nest. It's one of the hard parts when you're doing friction or flint and steel type of fire is, so I've got an ember, what now? All right guys, so stay tuned. In order to create a nest, there's a bazillion different ways that you can do this. My absolute favorite is to use the inner cambium layer from cottonwood trees or quake and aspen or whatever you can find that'll create some stringy stuff like this. So this is a cottonwood tree. I've pulled this chunk of bark off of a log that I found that was laying down on the ground. Now, the way this works is you've got the center hardwood that goes right here. You've got this cambium layer, which is what you're looking for, and then you have the outer bark. So when you find it, you can usually peel that big chunks of outer bark off and then get this cambium layer loose. Another thing while I'm thinking about it is corn or husks from coconut trees. They work really, really well to grab a spark. So what I like to do, if I have a big long chunk of it, I'll just kind of grind my way through the whole chunk. If I have a little piece like this, I'll only grind up what I need to so that it doesn't completely fall apart. And if it starts to be so dry that it falls apart, I give it a little bit of a twist. I grind it and I twist it and I grind and I twist. And then as I do that, it will kind of wrap itself, and that's how you create the nest. Now, if you've got some super ultimate fine stuff, stick that right in the dead center right there, because that's where your ember is going to end up anyway. And then a long time, I like to grind this up really well in the middle. Now, I can either make a giant nest, which I suggest that you do if this is the first time that you're making a nest, or for me, this is plenty, almost too big, because I'm a little bit more experienced at that. So once I've got this nest, some people will put sphagnum moss around the outside of it. That's okay. Some people will put green leaves. Some people will just do it this way. Sometimes you'll burn your hands if you're not paying attention. So what I'll do, I prefer to grab some sort of a vine or some sort of a root. But right now, all I have is grass. So what I'm gonna do is wrap that grass around this base, and essentially this is just gonna keep it from falling apart. Now I do not tie a knot. What I do is just take this little piece and tuck it on the inside, because if I tie a knot, it's gonna come completely apart. Pull these leaves off. I'll take this little piece and tuck it right on the inside. So basically that gives me a little bitty wraparound piece for my coal. Now, that's it. That's all that it takes to come up with a nest. Now, for some reason that your coal isn't taking, grab a hold of your thumbs here and just press and press and press and grind until you have a lighter, more wispy material in the center. Retuck my little string here, and then I would throw an ember in there and give it oxygen. All right, guys, that's a simple tutorial on how to make a nest. If you have any questions, leave them below, and thank you for watching.